The howl of some distant, unknown thing greets you as you leave the inn and find yourself once more in the Sprawl. This choked, burning wreck of a city, as low as it can possibly go. But should you and your companions succeed on their journey, perhaps there is still hope for it. But first you must carve a path through. Your companions are ready, so you press on. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Loki Orin, and we're back at it. Darkest Dungeon 2 on our Iron Fortress run. So this is being recorded on the 3rd of December. So still fighting off a bit of an illness, but there's much more important things to talk about, namely that, well, Reynold is back. Dismas and Reynold will ride once again before too much longer. Both the Crusader and a new character, the Duelist, who, if I'm honest, I think I remember there being a Darkest Dungeon 1 character. Not an official character, but like a, mod that had a Duelist character. So I wonder if it's related to that. Also, decision point on that, we go straight for the lair. The Librarian is not my favorite, is not the easiest boss to face one, but it's probably one of the easier. Alright, yeah. I think we target the Shaman first just to try to get rid of him. His acid range should finish the job. Yep, there we go. Man, they really don't want Audrey doing anything. Just double blind right there. But I hope everyone's doing well out there as we as I get back into this run. Chatting with Rowan actually about the new characters. Let me just duck over that.
Let us hope to finish this
whoa.
quickly.
Geez, lots of stuff happening here. Sorry, suddenly having to multi-thread. That happens once in a while. But thankfully, this is a pretty straightforward fight, so... Ooh, there we go. That's what we're looking to see. We're looking to see blood come out. Alright, can you just finish this off? Yeah, you'll get pretty close. 4-7 now. Unfortunately, you end up taking more damage than I was hoping for there. Not in range for sepsis or that. There we go. Probably not the cleanest way to end that, but I don't know that it matters. Well, unfortunately, that's the trinket we don't want. We'll take it along for right now, because I think if I have the trinket, then it can't spawn again. I think. I'm not sure. No, I guess you could double up on trinkets. I don't know how that works with the highway trinkets, actually. Either way, we'll carry it for right now because we've got room in our wagon and nothing to do. But we're not going to use it because it's all melee oriented, and that is not what our long-running highwayman Clive is interested in doing. We'll focus the shaman down. And the kind of reason for that is just the third rank is a little easier for us to hit. Like, Barristan can hit it. So we don't necessarily need to be as concerned about making sure we get the damage done there. Wow, we have a really shuffled party right now. They have shuffled my party all over the place, haven't they? Again, kind of rude. Kind of rude to just be igniting out of nowhere. But hope everyone's doing well out there as we're kind of grinding away here. You know. Happy to see Reynold come back. I always liked the Crusader. You know, plus I always liked all the, I don't even know if you'd call them memes, but the you know, I always liked all of the you know, kind of the memes or just the conversation around like Reynold and Dismas and their friendship, because I think canonically they are at first reluctant friends, but by the end of it they're like really good friends. So, you know, I always liked that, and you know, it just kind of felt a little odd to not have him in the game. Get the Immolatus down low here. I've heard from one person who I chat with who's in the testing group, so they've actually gotten to play with the character, that Reynold is kind of straightforward. He kind of plays how you remember the Crusader playing, which is great. The other character, the Duelist, though, to quote that person, you need a PhD to understand how to play this character, which I believe, because it sounds complicated. It sounds like it's a dancing-oriented character, so it's gonna be like a fair amount of chaos, just juggling the formation. We'll have to see once it comes out how well I do with it. You know, dancing characters, admittedly, are not my favorites. They're not my go-to. You know, as evidenced by the fact that you know, outside of the moments when the Jester is required for the formation, I rarely use him. You know, I just isn't for me. But that's not. But I have recognized as I've played longer and longer that I've got a bit of kind of inbuilt bias there. You know, I have kind of this bias around the dancing characters, even though realistically the dancing characters and the dancing formations are actually quite strong. There we go. Just bash these people in. I mean... Okay, good. Just shuffle. I don't think... Yeah, this guy's dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we can kind of take a turn to chill here. But we'll end it here. Alright, what are we playing for? Tinderbox is always nice to see. Charred Litany is kind of... You know, I'm kind of ambivalent to. Unabridged Edition. It's not my favorite, but it is good to get early. Like, the most value you're going to get out of it is if you get it very early.
Reveling in the fiery destruction of human accomplishment.
Now time to put my money where my mouth is and prove that this is a decent formation for going for a Zone 1, Node 1 Librarian. We're gonna have to accept this first Burning Bright. Like, I could get rid of the books, but I don't know that it helps me very much. Ugh, that dodge is kind of crappy for us. Nice, we punched it through. Pirouette doesn't really help us.
The slow suffering begins.
But we can at least sort of reset our formation. Nah. I'd really like to sepsis here, but it doesn't help. I think we can wait. Good dodge. Yeah, every turn, like, ending with smokestacks just kind of been unfortunate for us, hasn't it? Alright, let's...
Extinguished at last.
Just gonna get rid of that. And of course, Audrey's combo point never works. Lash's gift and boost up Dismas here. Jeez. It has been... Every turn he's ended with smokestack and gotten that dodge token. This is just... I'm definitely a little rusty here, but okay, he's in...
Mistimed. Misdirected.
He is now in range for most of the pain trains, so we're gonna start delivering the pain here. I mean, he was already on his way to dying, but you know, the important thing is we've got 2 turns to finish the fight, as it were, and we actually managed to knock the dodge off. Yes, we do. Nice, finally, Dismas can do his job. It's amazing how easy this is once my highwayman actually gets to do his job. All right, so we definitely probably just want a sepsis and heal. Yeah. There we go. Easy enough. Probably picked up more stress than I had to there, but I still think probably good enough.
Eager to ply his trade.
Probably good enough. And let's take a moment to... Well, those aren't really all that useful. I do want to keep the blood handy, though. We'll throw the bear trap and burning salve somewhere. Let's see. Mean heat shield may as well go on. These aren't really the items I want, but... Oh, no. These aren't really the items I want, but I guess they're... I guess they do something. You know, they do trigger something. And there we go. First layer down. We'll get our grinding through. Oh, something I wanted to talk about. So, from what I've heard, Reynold, or the Crusader and the Duelist, when they arrive, are going to bring more named formations. So this project has gotten even longer. I'm never going to be freed from this, which is fine because it's a self-inflicted project. But But it's still kind of funny how they keep adding characters, which is what I want them to do. But it's coming at the price of like I am never gonna be able to finish all the named formations. It feels like. But I think we're gonna go back to basics here in the upcoming couple of weeks and months. The Fresh Start series, I think I'm gonna end at run 9 potentially if I win, because if I beat the game in 9 runs, that feels good enough. Good enough for government work. And I've definitely noticed that those seem less popular than the project runs, which fair enough. You know, that's, you know, I imagine a fair number of people, you know, arrived here with an eye to the project runs. So if that's what people want to watch, I'm more than happy to deliver.
Brace up. There's danger on this path.
Just going double academics, triple. Oh, jeez. Man, we picked up a lot of loathing here. Not my favorite.
The loathing festers.
Obsession is a scary enough fight, or can be a scary enough fight without giving it bonuses.
Ruined by riotous contempt.
That ends up being worth it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Like I said, I am still fighting off an illness that just won't bend, break, or yield. All right, so here's an interesting choice. We could go to the Chirurgeon's table, get a place for unorthodox treatments, or we could just go to the hospital, get the same thing, and that also leads us to an oasis. Given stress levels, I do think we go to the hospital. I like fighting the Chirurgeon. I think it's a pretty easy mini-boss, but I will say that I've not been convinced by the rewards very much. Like, the rewards have not really landed the plane, as it were, in terms of like what I really would like from them. 2 more healing subs. Ooh, medical equipment. That's a pretty good pickup. Yeah, I want that. We'll definitely take that. All right, everyone's healed up. Jinx. Unyielding's a pretty good trait. That might actually be worth locking in.
We need not be defined by our shortcomings.
Yeah, unyielding seems good enough. We'll lock that in.
Strength comes in many
We'll buy these 2 healing salves and we'll save the rest. Okay. There we go. There's actually an achievement at the pharmacy or at the hospital. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it there. Which is, I think it's lock a quirk, remove a quirk, and heal a disease in 1 visit. I'll have to try to get that at some point. The problem is, yeah, I need all of those things to be true at the same time. Oh, interesting. Well, that's actually a pretty annoying ambush. Specifically because the flagellant is not very good at moving. He's just not. Alright, you know what? Just gonna get rid of him. Like, he doesn't... The flagellant has no movement abilities. Oh, but he does move forward, too. So that fixes that problem. Basically amounts to take a turn off. Which we will work for.
Steady yourself.
Oh, isn't that nice of them? They moved it back into our formation. Isn't that fun? Give me those tokens. Oh, right. It's not upgraded. Yeah, you know what? I still think it's appropriate to say, give me those tokens. Another bad guy off the board. And, yeah. Man, they really are igniting turn 2 every time. Wonder if that's, that must be, it kind of feels like that's in the coding now. Like they just, you know, they're looking to ignite. Interestingly, having them in the middle rank is, better for me. Because, I could actually hit both of them with flashing daggers. Man, they really want to put Dismas all the way up. And we'll just stay. I'm pretty sure they can hit the 3rd rank, so yeah, we'll just bait things in onto... So you're gone, so it's just... There we go. Job done.
Greater threats await those who dare.
Three loathing. The loathing howls. Plus 50% flame drain is not my favorite. We will knock 1 loathing off at the Oblivion's Rampart. But we'll have to keep that in mind for the next, whatever the next zone is. We need to knock down the loathing. Stress or items. Items. Healing 3 stress is not the same as healing for 9 stress. And I think at this point we'll just do that. Kind of have some added benefit of making some room in our wagon. Don't think Laden Lantern's getting used. At this point I will kick out Tormenting Locket.
The worst kind of parasite. Opportunists.
Elite enemies, you say? Watch Doge.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
That seemed like a new animation. Maybe I just haven't noticed it before. That looked like a new animation for Shell Shock. All right. Sorry, Audrey, but I need you to take that one for me. As the Jinx continues to just be like locking in the Jinx on the Man-at-Arms and the Grave Robber was one of the best decisions I think I've made in this game, because that just, it is comical how good that trait is on those characters. That should be potentially both dogs, sadly not. Like, even just the ready generation of combo points for my Man-at-Arms to heal himself with is pretty sweet.
They falter, so press your advance. A righteous action.
Okay. We get to stall here, because the Man-at-Arms will definitely finish this, and he gets to heal off of it, so we'll just stall with everybody else. Very efficient. Another mastery point. How many mastery points does that bring us up to? Oh, only 2. Okay. I was kind of hoping for more than that. That's okay, because we also, we do have the griddles, so these can go, and we're just like, we're just building up the food we need. Bog standard altar fight. We're gonna get more blood. We are gonna get more blood. But I want to save it for next turn. I want to do like a big... I want to do a big hit next turn. And I can clear off a lot of these tokens if I just like spend some time trying here. Nocturne Commune. Okay, good. Altar is gone. Wow, straight to the Sightless Miasma and Dismas. That's a little rude. Fortunately, Take Aim fixes that. Gonna be setting up for a big sepsis here, it looks like.
But deadly all the same.
Yeah. Well, at this point, there's no sense using the blood. We kind of missed the window there. Having Dismas get blinded kind of scuffed it. That should be a sepsis, right? Yeah, there we go.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
There we go. Okay, yeah, you can definitely waste your turn then die. That definitely works for me. 16 versus 12. All right.
Lethality writ large.
Whatever. We'll just end it. Last fight in the zone, there's not really a whole lot of sense of stalling unless I had an obvious stress heal to do, and we weren't going to get a big stress heal there, I don't think. Alright. Those are some useful, potentially useful items. The Hail Draught's not, you know, I kind of want to put the Hail Draught. Yeah, we'll put the Hail Draught in on the Flagellant.
At last, respite within reach.
He needs the extra health. And in we go. Finished out at 2 loathing, so we'll need to keep that in mind that we need to knock our loathing back down.
The place is a little worse for wear.
Bon Vivant. Wow. Lethal Feints, pretty nice. Bon Vivant, Spotter, and Slippery. Those are some good traits. The Station House giving us a good good reward there.
Your coach must be maintained.
Excuse me.
You must go. Let them know us by our reputation.
And yeah, we will repair the wagon basically for free.
Everywhere.
Oh, Shrouder Foder.
Everywhere. In need.
Avoiding the Hoarder is pretty doable, and we really aren't doing... The only reason to do the Shroud would be to get the Leviathan purely for the trophy that stacks combat items, which is pretty good. Choices. This is a little... We have both books, so it kind of like... So the thought here is that the only reason not to go to the Foder is the Blight Zone, and we got 2 Blight-centric heroes. Which makes that a little bit more suspect. Avoid the Hoarder, and we'll get a bunch of Candles of Hope, which I don't care about. Ooh.
The shrouded coast. Isolated.
So right now... Oh, this is the Tangle, not the Shroud. Whoopsie. Wonder if that changes my calculus. We'll have to think about it for a moment here. Wagon Jack, Leaf Suspension, Wind Chime. Do we have a Wind Chime? We do not. Kind of want that Wind Chime.
Fair, but fairly priced.
Oh, Merchant's Guild Seal is also worth having. And they're 50% off. Alright. Yeah, we'll do this. Buy both of those. We don't need food. Who's got a bad negative quirk? Austere, vicious. It's literally just a steer. All right. Here we go. Goodbye, austere. Didn't need you anyway. Because we put that in, reduces the prices. Even, he reduces the prices a bit. Boxing gloves is pretty good. But none of this is, like, super exciting. Could use a touching dirges, though. I think we'll do a touching dirges. It kind of moves everyone in a positive direction. And I don't think we had anyone that was, like, unhappy. Yeah, everyone's kind of fairly chill. Barristan and blank desktop. Is there a whiskey in here? There is. Nice. There we go. Move you over that break point. I think we'll call that good.
Experience.
Before we do this, we actually do need to decide here.
The greatest teacher of all.
I haven't gone to the Fodor in a while, and there are some pretty strong trinkets in the Fodor. I think we will go to the Fodor.
Overrun with putrescence and rot. Reconfigure. Meet each challenge on its own terms.
Yeah, I think we can get that done. Yeah, I think that's the play. All right. So if we're going after the Harvest Child, we need to make sure we're dealing enough damage. But also that we're able to heal. Yeah, I think that'll do. All right, thank you all for watching. Remember, the like, comments, and the subscribes. If you enjoyed what you see, hope you'll stick around. Tune in next time as we head into the Fodor. Let that YouTube algorithm know. Till then, see ya.